You wake up in a world that demands you be everything to everyone. You are a jester, a keeper, a healer. But the truth is you're the one who bleeds. You've been fooled into thinking that your worth lies in your endless availability, that saying yes will anchor you to connection. But here's the blade that cuts through that illusion. Every forced smile, every hollow agreement, leaves a wound that festers long after the facade crumbles. You think you're building bridges, but you're carving your own grave. You've been intoxicated by the lie that to be loved is to be endlessly pleasing, to be the one who shuffles through life carrying the burdens of others. Here, in this rotten theater of emotional exchange, where everyone takes and you give away pieces of yourself like they're free, you lose your soul. You think it plows connection, but you're just a ghost haunting your own life. Picture this, a moment frozen in time. The phone rings. You know, deep in your gut, it's a call you don't want to take, but you answer anyway. Because what if they get upset? What if they turn away? So you keep your mask on, even as it suffocates you. I will be there for you, you say, even when your heart screams no. This is where the illusion starts to break. In the chase for connection, you obliterate your own boundaries. You're a puppet dancing to the strings of fear of rejection, fear of abandonment. But real connection, the kind that makes the heart throb with authenticity, begins when you respect yourself enough to say no. When you decide to step back and let them feel the weight of their own emotional dependency, that's when the facade shatters. You're more than a placeholder for someone else's needs. But every yes that spills from your lips is a dagger you drive into your own heart. What they need from you is not love, it's utility. And when you stop being useful, you find yourself standing in the wreckage of a relationship that was never based on truth, only need. Dig deeper, my friend. Let's peel back the layers of this painful dance. You think that by being available, by bending to their needs, you create a sanctuary, a safe space free from the chaos of rejection. But this so-called safety is a mirage, a fortress built on quicksand, and every step you take further inside it sinks deeper. You're not protecting yourself, you're abandoning your essence. Carl Jung, that master of the psyche, reminded us, to be whole is to embrace the duality of self. And yet you deny your shadow. You ignore the cries of your deeper self, nestled beneath the layers of obligation, fear, and the false comfort of acceptance. Each moment spent in this illusion is a theft of your vitality. Your peace, your essence, your very spirit is drained, leaving you a brittle shell. The truth, raw and unadorned, is this. The more you protect their emotions, the more you hollow yourself out. You may think you're creating emotional safety, but in reality, you're cutting yourself away from the truth of who you are. What if the safety you crave comes not from pleasing others, but from embracing your own chaos, from choosing yourself over their demands? Who knew that the antidote to fear is not flight or submission, but a fierce reclaiming of your boundaries? Now breathe in this reality. The illusion that you can control how others perceive you, that your over-availability will somehow tether their hearts to yours. It is shattered. By keeping yourself on display, by showing up like a flickering light, you become predictable, an emotional emergency button they hit when they want relief. But the moment you refuse to play their game, the moment you pull back your energy, their chaotic world shifts. Understand, this is where freedom lies. This is where true power blossoms. You don't control their perception. You liberate yourself by setting boundaries. The more you dim your light for their comfort, the less they value your existence. What used to draw them to you becomes burdensome when they realize you're no longer a performer for their theater. Let the silence linger. In that silence, you reclaim your narrative. You shed the skin of their expectations, and in doing so, you expose what was always there. Your true self, an authentic, radiant core longing for expression. Now let's talk about the act of setting a boundary. This isn't just a polite refusal. It's a ritual, a cleansing fire that burns away the cords that bind you to emotional puppetry. Imagine standing there, free of the need to justify your absence, your silence. You cut the strings, and there's a power in that action that reverberates through the universe. It's a declaration. I choose me. You don't need more healing. You need to stop lying about who you are. This is a sacred act of self-preservation, not of selfishness. You are not retreating. You are arriving at your own essence. When you embrace this stillness, when you say no, with the authority of the universe behind you, the echoes of your heart become louder than the noise of demands. What follows? A rebirth, the emergence of the self you've buried beneath fear and obligation. You were never free. You just never learned to set boundaries. In the weighty quiet after saying no, feel that first breath of relief. Solid. A deep inhale in the stillness of a morning. The sun warming your skin. Standing alone in your peace. The sweet taste of solitude when you finally stop running from yourself. As we close, confront this truth. The chase, the performance, the relentless giving. It's a trap. Every moment you spend in service of the illusion is a moment lost in the depths of self-abandonment. You have the power to emerge, to reclaim your essence, to find your voice in the silence. Now ask yourself, are you ready to step into your own light? To let the world see you for all that you are? Because the journey isn't easy, but it's the only one that leads back to yourself. It's time to stop pretending. When you finally step into the stillness, what do you find? Silence is not the void that many fear. It is the fertile ground for transformation. It's within this space that you begin to hear your own whisper, the voice of your true self, long drowned out by the cacophony of expectations and obligations. It's in the quiet that the echoes of your heart become the loudest, guiding you back to the essence of who you are. Imagine awakening each day not with the weight of pleasing others, but with the lightness of self-affirmation. You don't need approval. You need authenticity. The world is screaming for you to conform, to fit neatly into roles that suffocate your spirit. But the moment you let go of those roles, you liberate yourself from the chains of others' narratives. You are not a supporting character in their lives. You are the protagonist of your own story. This journey is not without its price. There will be those who accuse you of selfishness, those who recoil at your newfound silence, your refusal to entertain their demands. Let them. Their discomfort is a reflection of their attachment to your old self. The one who danced to their tune, the one who sacrificed peace for acceptance. You are carving out a new narrative, one that centers around self-respect and powerful boundaries. Imagine the sensation of finally being able to breathe deeply, fully, without the choking weight of expectation. With every no you utter, you reclaim a piece of yourself. With every boundary you set, you fortify your inner world. You are not abandoning relationships. You are redefining them. You are not shutting people out. You are inviting only those who honor your truth and your space. Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the process of becoming who you are inherently meant to be. This is not a simple path. It's a labyrinth of shadows and light. To navigate it, you must confront the parts of yourself that you've hidden away, those vulnerabilities that you thought made you weak, but which are actually the source of your true power. You are shedding the layers of conditioning, the false identities you wore to be accepted, and in doing so, you emerge radical and real. In this sacred isolation, you begin to craft your new identity, not through the eyes of others, but through your own perception. You learn the art of choosing your presence, your energy, and your attention. It's a delicate dance, one where you step back to observe rather than react. You become aware of the emotional triggers that once ignited your automatic compliance. When you recognize these patterns, the power shifts. You find yourself at the center of your own experience, not at the mercy of others' whims. Look around you. Who remains? Who resonates with this new, unfiltered you? Those who value your silence, who honor your boundaries, will step forward. They will meet you in this newfound energy, and together you will create something authentic and transformative. But those who cling to the past, who long for the puppet that used to dance for them, let them fall away. They are not the ones meant to walk alongside your evolving journey. And as you embrace your solitude, you will discover the strength that comes from within. This solitude is not loneliness. It is empowerment. It is the realization that you are enough, just as you are. Your worthiness is not tethered to the approval of others. It is inherent, always present, waiting to be acknowledged. But if you find yourself wrestling with this transition, if you feel the tug of old patterns or the weight of guilt seeping in, remember, this path is yours to navigate. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Each step you take is a testament to your courage, a declaration of your choice to reclaim your essence. If this resonates with you, if you're ready to take the leap into your own existence, then you must take action. Subscribe now to our channel. Join this community of seekers, of those who are on the brink of transformation just like you. Let's walk this path together, shedding the layers that no longer serve us, embracing the shadows and the light, and stepping into a reality where we can be unapologetically ourselves. As you navigate this journey, the silence will no longer be an empty void. It will become a sacred space of self-discovery. You'll learn that within this silence lies creativity, potential, and the authentic expression of your being. It's in the stillness that true innovation is born, the kind that doesn't seek external validation, but rather erupts from the depths of your soul. You will learn to trust that the universe has your back. When you stop the frantic chase for external approval, you start to align with the energies that reflect your true essence. The opportunities you seek will no longer be things to chase. Instead, they will find you. This is the magic of surrender. The realization that the universe reflects your internal state and that true alignment occurs when your body, mind, and soul are in harmony. As you continue this journey of individuation, remember that healing is not about becoming someone new. It's about rediscovering and embracing who you already are. Allow the layers of conditioning to peel away, revealing the vibrant spirit that has always been within you. When you surrender to this process, when you accept the quiet call of your heart, transformation begins. You'll find that your energy shifts, and with it, the energy of those around you. Your relationships will start to mirror your inner state. Those that resonate with your authenticity will flourish, while those steeped in your past will fade. This journey requires courage, a willingness to stand firm in your truth, even when faced with opposition. But each moment spent in this authenticity brings you closer to the wholeness that Jung describes. You'll no longer be a mere reflection of others' needs. You will radiate your own essence, attracting those who value your true self. So, take a breath. Inhale the possibility of your own existence. Exhale the need for approval. You are stepping into a new chapter where your silence speaks volumes and your presence is a gift. As you embrace the journey of becoming, let the whispers of your heart guide you toward your truth. And remember, connection does not require the sacrifice of your soul. It is born from authenticity, mutual respect, and the understanding that true love flourishes in the space where each individual stands fully in their own power. Ready to embrace your path? Subscribe to this channel, and let's walk this empowering journey together. Your transformation begins now.